Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Southwest Florida High School Sports Awards, brought to you by the Naples Daily News and the News Press. Presented by Babcock Ranch.
On over 17,000 acres of land is a place unlike any other town or city in the world, powered by the sun, integrated with nature, and changing how we live and work in the 21st century, with people coming together to learn, grow, and have fun, where neighbors are like family. You can walk your child to school, and kids can play outside once again, because the hometown of tomorrow exists today at Babcock Ranch.
Talent will always be found. It doesn't matter where you play or where you're from. When you have talent, people will find you.
Some of the biggest names in the world of sports come together to honor the best high school athletes in the country. Alex Morgan, Katie Ledecky, Aaron Rodgers, Sue Bird, Shaquille O'Neal.
Now do you know my name? Yeah, you know, do you know my name? You know, my name is Fire, Fury, Power. My name is Legend. Yeah, you know, do you know my name? Let's go. My name is Legend.
It's a celebration of athletic excellence from those who know it best. Here are your hosts, Heisman Trophy winner and ESPN analyst Desmond Howard, and the host of NFL Live and SEC Nation, Laura Rutledge.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the show. Tonight we get to celebrate one of the most passionate and exciting groups in all of sports, the high school athlete.
That's right, Laura. An incredible list of all-star talent has signed on to help recognize these amazing men and women. We're talking Aaron Rodgers, Alex Morgan, Chipper Jones, Sue Bird, Katie Ledecky, and the big man himself, Shaquille O'Neal.
I love it. You know, I actually think it's illegal these days to have a sports award without Shaq in it.
I think you're right.
So I'm glad he's on board for our show tonight.
Of course, and the Diesel has something in common with everyone else on this show. At one point or another, we all went to high school.
True, and while the time since high school has been a while, for some more than others, we all still remember the hopes and dreams and even the challenges of that memorable time in our lives.
And tonight, we all return to high school to cover a lot of sports and give out a lot of awards. If two people showed up to cheer for it, and those two people were your parents, we're celebrating it tonight.
So ditch the backpacks and summer reading lists and forget about that pop quiz you bombed in third period French last semester. It's time to celebrate some of the best high school athletes in the area.
Of course, none of this will be possible without the generous support of our sponsors.
And you can't have a celebration this big without a little flexing going on. That's why we have sports broadcaster Abby Labar keeping an eye on the land of the humble brag.
Thanks, Laura. And speaking of bragging, we know you love to, and we love to see it. So tag us in your social posts, share photos and videos from your own celebrations using tonight's hashtags. Posts on Instagram or Twitter will be shown on the social media feed on the show website. Okay, so we know every award show needs a red carpet, and lucky for us, two former college football players agreed to host ours tonight. If you don't know them as football players, well, you probably know them better from another little gig they had. The Bachelorette and The Bachelor, my friends Tyler Cameron and Matt James.
Thanks, Abby. Matt and I are so excited to be here. We got out, got dressed up, and stepped into our freshest kicks to walk the red carpet.
Wait, are those my shoes?
Bro, you put them in my closet. I'm wearing them now.
Tonight we get a chance to salute some show-out high school athletes. So who's handing out the roses? I mean the awards tonight.
Careful now. We talked about this and we let that go. We were playing sports long before our bachelor days, so we know how exciting this must be for you.
But tonight's not about us. It's about the athletes of today, the records they're breaking, the bars they're raising, and the names we'll be reading and remembering in the future.
So, whether or not you win tonight, just know you've already proven to be a top athlete. So congratulations, this red carpet is all for you.
Thanks, guys. I don't know about you, Desmond, but I'm ready to start giving these kids some of their hard-earned awards.
Hey, let's do it. We're going to kick things off in the pool. Here to help us dive right in is one of the most decorated female swimmers in U.S. history, the legendary Katie Ledecky.
Katie Ledecky burst on the competitive swimming scene at 15 years old. At the London Olympics, she took home the gold and the first of many Olympic medals. She's added 4 more golds, 15 world championships, 2 NCAA titles, and a whole bunch of freestyle world records. The recent Stanford grad is back in the pool, training for Tokyo.
Hey everybody, Katie Ledecky talking to all you swimmers and divers out there. I know a lot of the world puts us all together in one big group because we spend half of our time in the pool and the other half of the time trying to get chlorine out of our hair. But we are a very diverse group. Divers launch themselves off of boards and platforms of varying heights, and swimmers employ a bunch of different strokes and distances, each with its own unique demands. That's why I'm here. So I can speak to all of you individuals and tell you the key to success in your water world is to always, always, always keep moving forward. Except, of course, anyone who competes in backstroke or performs back dives. That advice would be very bad for you. You guys keep going backward. That sounded weird. I'm gonna go back in the pool. I'll leave all you divers to your diving and your backstrokers to your backstroking. I'll see you later. Here are the honorees for the Female Swimming and Diving Athlete of the Year. And the finalists are and the Southwest Florida Female Swimming and Diving Athlete of the Year is Olivia McMurray of Fort Myers High School.
Olivia McMurray graduates as one of the most highly decorated swimmers in area history with 7 individual state titles. The All-American guided the Green Wave to a regional title and 4th overall at the 3A state meet, where she won the 500 freestyle and finished 2nd in the 200 individual medley. McMurray also helped the 200 medley relay and 400 free relay teams win silver medals at state. McMurray signed to continue her career at the University of Texas.
Congratulations, Olivia. Here are the honorees for the Male Swimming and Diving Athlete of the Year. And the finalists are and the Southwest Florida Male Swimming and Diving Athlete of the Year is Andrew Garner of Barron Collier High School.
Andrew Garner, a University of Minnesota signee, will head north after a stellar career in which he helped Barron Collier win the 2019 team state title and finish runner-up in 2020. As an individual, Garner won 5 state titles and 12 state medals overall, including state crowns this fall in the 100 breaststroke, 100 freestyle, and as a leg on a pair of state championship winning relay teams.
Congratulations, Andrew.
If you had to name the sport that most pro athletes choose to play when they're not at their paying gig, it would have to be golf. It doesn't mean they're good at it, but it doesn't mean they're as bad as Charles Barkley either. But we decided to tap someone who makes their living driving for show and putting for dough. Here's Ryan Palmer with the Golf Awards.
4-time champion Ryan Palmer is no stranger to success. On the PGA Tour, where every week is a battle of attrition, he's taken home 4 tour victories, 11 runners-up, 67 top 10 finishes, including 2 in the majors.
Hey all you golfers out there. PGA Tour winner Ryan Palmer here to hand out the Golf Awards. But before I do, I want to point out something about golf compared to other sports. Listen, I get it. There's no buzzer beating golf. No one is throwing the ball 100 miles an hour at you, and no one is going to smash into you at the top of your swing and throw you to the ground. That's all true, but there's something awesome about golf that you can't find in a lot of other sports. If you've got a couple of hours to spare, you can play on the same courses that Tiger, Phil, myself, Annika and MB, or even Rory and DJ play on. Try shooting hoops with your friends at Madison Square Garden, or play 9 innings at the friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Let's hear it for the game of golf, where legendary venues are open to all. Here are your honorees for the Female Golfer of the Year. And the finalists are and the Southwest Florida Female Golfer of the Year is Talia Rodino of Bishop Verot High School.
Talia Rodino is the Southwest Florida Girls Golfer of the Year after the junior was third at the Private 8 tournament. She earned medalist honors at both the district and the regional meets and capped her season with a tie for 29th at the Class 1A state tournament.
Congratulations, Talia. Here are your honorees for the Male Golfer of the Year. And the finalists are and the Southwest Florida Male Golfer of the Year is Sam Kodak of Naples High School.
Sam Kodak is the Southwest Florida Boys Golfer of the Year. The junior was second at the Collier County Athletic Conference tourney and won both the district and regional tournaments with matching scores of 70. He then finished in a tie for 18th at the Class 2A state tournament.
Congratulations, Sam.
A lot of sports have similar concepts and equipment, boundaries, balls, and scoreboards, to name a few. But there are two that make use of sand. One is golf, where it's to be avoided, and the other is beach volleyball, where it's embraced in all its gritty glory. Here to lend a hand with our volleyball awards is someone who knows achieving greatness is no day at the beach, Carrie Walsh Jennings.
Carrie Walsh Jennings, also known as 6 Feet of Sunshine, is covered in Olympic gold. The 42-year-old SoCal standout is the most decorated beach volleyball player in Olympic history. She and her former teammate Misty May Traynor won 3 gold medals and 5 world championships, earning the title the greatest beach volleyball team of all time.
Hey everybody, Carrie Walsh Jennings here. I know this looks like a volleyball, but in reality, it's a ticket to your future. Because the lessons you learn hitting this sucker around will come in handy down the road. Things like teamwork, determination, goal setting. You're going to need all of those skills. And then, there are the friends you make with this. Ones you'll have for the rest of your life. Priceless. So don't think of it as just a volleyball. Think of it as your secret weapon for success. And your honorees for Volleyball Player of the Year are and the finalists are and the Southwest Florida Volleyball Player of the Year is Paris Thompson of Fort Myers High School.
Paris Thompson is the Southwest Florida Volleyball Player of the Year. The outside hitter and Notre Dame signee is the Florida Dairy Farmers Miss Volleyball, an Under Armour second-team All-American, and was one of 14 players selected to the VolleyballMag.com first-team All-American list. She also graduates as the Fort Myers High all-time leader in kills for a season and career.
Congratulations, Paris.
Not all of our awards are sports specific. There are a few that draw their lists of exceptional candidates from across the athletic spectrum. The first of those is our I Am Sport Award. This award spotlights student athletes who have taken a leadership role outside of competition, volunteering their help to improve their communities. And to present it, we have the truly amazing athlete and mental health advocate, Imani McGee-Stafford.
Imani was selected 10th overall in the 2016 WNBA draft by the Chicago Sky. But while she was a student at the University of Texas, she shared her very personal story. From the ages of 8 to 12, Imani was abused by a relative. That trauma led her to attempt to take her own life multiple times. Like so many others carrying painful secrets, she thought she was the only one. But through counseling and writing, she changed her life.
Imani has stepped away from professional sports to pursue a law degree, but nothing has stopped her from speaking out against the stigma long associated with those in need of mental health services. Her bravery has helped so many people she's never met. Much like the nominees of the I Am Sport Award, who share her passion for helping others, here she is, Imani McGee-Stafford.
Hey all you athletes out there, guess what? We all have something in common. When we practice, we get to see very clearly the fruits of our labor. Doesn't matter if it's measured in inches or seconds, pounds or points, velocity or victories, we can clearly see how we are improving. But there's so many people out there who have a hard time seeing any improvement in their day-to-day lives. Just like we are helped by coaches, teachers, teammates, and family to reach our potential in our sport, we need to help others reach their potential in life. And I am proud to see that so many of you are out there doing just that. The I Am Sport Award is our way to say thank you for all of your efforts. You are showing that high school athletes can give more to their communities than their signature win over a rival team. They can give hope.
Here are your honorees. Here are your finalists.
And the I Am Sport Award goes to Eric Feichthaler of Oasis High School.
Eric Feichthaler has distinguished himself as a leader both in sports and in community service. He has logged over 400 volunteer hours with the Kiwanis Thrift Store and Cape Coral Caring Center mobile food handouts since May of 2019. During the pandemic, Eric recognized that many in his community were unable to afford to feed their families, so he recruited other youth volunteers to join him at Cape Coral Mobile Food Pantries. Eric is OHS Key Club Vice President and also participates in service projects with his school, including food drives and making bookmarks and cards for the elderly. Service is very important to him, and he was awarded the Presidential Award for his significant volunteer service.
Awesome job, Eric.
There are some athletes today who have been so dominant, you only have to say their first name for everyone to know who you're talking about. They become celebrities, giants of their sport.
That's right. Our next presenter was an athlete like that during her long career. She made her mark as a teenager, practically ruled at Wimbledon, and was still taking home major titles at the age of 49. The name Navratilova will be in the record books for years to come. But for so many of us, all you have to say is Martina.
Martina Navratilova is one of the most dominant players to ever swing a racket. Born in the former Czechoslovakia, the former world #1, claimed 18 Grand Slam singles titles, added to her 31 doubles and 10 mixed doubles. 59 major titles are the most by any player, male or female, in the Open era.
Hey everybody, Martina Navratilova here, to tell you that you picked a great sport to play in high school, because it's a sport that you can play your whole life. I mean, look at me. I'm still out there on the court all the time, playing for hours, and I'm like 60. Never mind, you can see by my hair how old I am. My hair is thinning, but anyway, I don't know why I did that. Because you guys can just Google my name and kind of figure out how old I am and then Instagram me about it, whatever. Anyway, all the effort that you are putting in now, it can pay dividends well past your competitive playing days. Remember, you can love other sports, but tennis is the only sport where love is literally part of the game. Here are the honorees for the Female Tennis Player of the Year. And the finalists are And the Southwest Florida Female Tennis Player of the Year is Caitlin Quevedo of Community School of Naples.
Caitlin Quevedo went undefeated in the regular season and led her team to the state championship match. She won district championships at #1 singles and #1 doubles. Quevedo's only losses on the season came in the state finals. Community School of Naples finished runner-up as a team, and Quevedo finished state runner-up in the individual singles and doubles tournaments.
Congratulations, Caitlin. Here are the honorees for the Male Tennis Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Southwest Florida Male Tennis Player of the Year is Davide Procacci of Gulf Coast High School.
Davide Procacci went undefeated at #1 singles in the regular season, beating every Southwest Florida opponent he faced. He led the Sharks to a berth in the Class 4A regionals in his first year on the team. Procacci's only losses came in the district finals and regional semis.
Congratulations, Davide.
Bruce Springsteen once topped the charts with his iconic album, Born to Run. But for this ultra-marathon man, those aren't words that you sing. Those are words you live by. Presenting the awards for cross country, Dean Karnazes.
Dean Karnazes, the legendary Badwater ultramarathon champion, running 135 miles through Death Valley in 124-degree heat. He later ran a marathon at the South Pole. This superhuman and best-selling author has run 50 marathons in 50 states in 50 days.
Hey guys, Dean Karnazes here to talk a little cross country. But first, a quick confession. I only ran cross country as a freshman in high school. Our team won the state championships and I figured that I couldn't top that, so I stopped running. Until later in life. Now I've raced and competed on all 7 continents. But enough about me. This is about you guys, the best cross country runners from across the country. Here are the honorees for the Female Cross Country Runner of the Year. And the finalists are and the Southwest Florida Female Cross Country Runner of the Year is Amy Meng of Fort Myers High School.
Amy Meng is the Southwest Florida Girls Cross Country Runner of the Year. The junior burst onto the scene this year by winning the District 3A 13 and Region 3A 4 crowns before taking 5th in the Class 3A state meet. Meng's effort led the Fort Myers girls to a 3rd place finish at states.
Congratulations, Amy. Here are the honorees for the Male Cross Country Runner of the Year. And the finalists are and the Southwest Florida Male Cross Country Runner of the Year is Colton Pickard of Estero High School.
Colton Pickard is the Southwest Florida Boys Cross Country Runner of the Year after the junior won the District 3A 14 meet, placed 5th in Region 3A 4, and was 13th at the Class 3A state meet. He posted faster times at each event, closing at states with 16 minutes, 7.1 seconds.
Congratulations, Colton.
We have loved seeing how you are celebrating. Thank you for posting and letting us celebrate with you. Keep posting on Instagram and Twitter using the hashtags for a chance to win an autographed gift from one of our featured guests tonight. Now let's hear from some honorees with our friends, Matt and Tyler.
Thanks, Abby. One thing you could say about us athletes is some of us tend to be a little superstitious.
Some eat the same thing before every game, some listen to the same music, some people even wear the same socks for every game for years.
Really? Bro, those Sam's Club socks?
Come on, bro.
The thick cotton ones?
I know, but we had socks from our school. You wouldn't wear them. You would stink up the whole place because you wouldn't even wash them. You'd forget to wash them. You still do that same thing in my apartment.
In any case, we want to hear from some of the greats. Let's see what they've done to lock in the wins.
I think I used to have like a ton of rituals. Well, I'm a pitcher, and so we're kind of known for being a little different.
I had my special hair ties. I would have to shower before every competition.
I've always had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich before I played.
I pretty much just put on my right sock before my left sock, my left shoe before my right shoe. I never touched the lines. I always warmed up 27 minutes before game time.
But my one, I guess, like pregame ritual would be that I always pass with one particular teammate, Laurie Meyer.
I didn't have any rituals or lucky anything, and I tried to stay away from those things because luck scares me.
There are some things in certain playlists that might last an entire season, or you might listen to a certain playlist that you made and lose or have a bad game, and that thing gets erased pretty quickly.
I do 3 claps on the blocks, typically before I start my race.
Like if I do something before a workout, before a competition, and I notice that I had a good day, I now have to do said thing until the meet is done.
Obviously all rituals are a mental thing, but they were a big part of my preparation.
Kind of like Dumbo's feather. Like you don't need the feather to fly. You have it within you.
30 minutes before game time, yeah, it's embarrassing. 4 chocolate chip cookies and an orange Powerade.
Well, that certainly was educational, whatever it takes, right?
Yeah.
And what about you, Desmond? I would think a Heisman Trophy winner would have some good pregame rituals. Did you do anything?
Yeah, you know, it's pretty silly and goofy, but I used to put everything on in the same particular order. No matter if we're home or away, like the right sock and the left sock. You know, it's just, I know it's ridiculous. I do it now, even when I put on my suit.
So you put your suit on in that particular order that you used to put your uniform on today? That's what you did?
Absolutely.
Well, that's what I like to hear. All right, that was very good. So moving on, let's get to our next set of awards.
Okay, let's be honest. I'm never going to suit up in a goalie gear and stand in front of a 100-mile-an-hour slap shot or block Shaq's shot. But I have put on a pair of tri-colored rented shoes and rolled the ball down a greased lane with some friends. So with the help of legendary Chris Barnes, let's go bowling, man.
Chris Barnes, the Kansas native, has claimed 19 PBA Tour titles during his 20-plus year bowling career. This 2018 PBA Hall of Fame inductee has rolled 55 perfect games and is the only bowler in history to win Collegiate Player of the Year, the PBA Rookie of the Year, PBA Player of the Year, World Cup Champion, and the World Singles Gold Medal.
Hey everybody, Chris Barnes here to give a much-deserved shout out to my fellow bowlers. For some reason, bowling doesn't seem to get as much love out there in the world as some other high school sports. I, for one, can't think of a single reason why that would be. As the fastest growing high school sport in America, it seems times are changing. In our sport where perfection is an attainable goal, an accomplished bowler will always have a keen eye, laser-like attention to detail, and they'll have to make all parts of their game work together to be in absolute harmony with their surroundings, just like an athlete in any other sport. So I'm not sure why there is often this subtle lack of respect for bowling out there in the media. Maybe it's the shoes? But at least we don't have referees, right? Here are your honorees for the Female Bowler of the Year. And the finalists are and the Southwest Florida Female Bowler of the Year is Dakota Kirk of Fort Myers High School.
Dakota Kirk is the Southwest Florida Girls Bowler of the Year after leading the Green Wave to their first district team title. Dakota won the individual district title by 170 pins and placed 40th at the state meet. Dakota has signed to bowl at Weber International University.
Congratulations, Dakota. And now for the guys' lane. Here are your honorees for the Male Bowler of the Year. And the finalists are and the Southwest Florida Male Bowler of the Year is Brandon Rucker of North Fort Myers High School.
Brandon Rucker is the Southwest Florida Boys Bowler of the Year after piling up a lot of wins his senior season. He won the district meet and in the state individual competition advanced to the finals. After falling to the consolation bracket, he rallied to become the first Southwest Florida bowler to win a state title.
Congratulations, Brandon.
Let's move on to some very special awards.
Here are your finalists for Special Olympics Athlete of the Year. And the Special Olympics Athlete of the Year is TJ Johnson of North Fort Myers High School. TJ Johnson competes in Special Olympics Florida Lee County tennis, swimming, bowling, and stand-up paddleboard. He has also participated with the bowling team at North Fort Myers High School. In addition, TJ is in 4-H and races model cars. He has matured into a respected leader, not only for his siblings, but for his teammates as well.
Congratulations, great job. When you're on the track, you know records are made to be broken, and legends can be made in a fraction of a second. That's why you always have to come with your best. You never know when it's your time to make your mark and when the world is watching.
And the world definitely watched our next presenter. He remains the only man to win gold in the 200 and 400 at the same Olympics. The one and only legendary sprinter, Michael Johnson.
Michael Johnson. This Texan dominated sprinting for most of the 90s. Of his 16 major international medals, not a single one isn't gold. After becoming the first and only man to defend an Olympic 400-meter title in Sydney, and to this day, the U.S. records in the 200, 300, and 400 meters still bear his name.
Hey everybody, Michael Johnson here to help celebrate the amazing achievements of the athletes from the friendliest sport there is, track and field. I know all those other sports will be mad that I said that, but think about it. When most sports have teams come together to compete, they call it a game. Some call it a match. But when we compete, where do we do it? At a meet. You can't get much more friendly than a meet as far as competition goes. Speaking of which, it's time to meet our honorees. And the finalists are and the Southwest Florida Female Track and Field Athlete of the Year is Jessica Edwards of the Canterbury School.
University of Florida signee Jessica Edwards added to her 2019 medal haul with victories in the 800 meters and 4x400 relay at the Class A state meet. This came after a dominant track season where she set a personal record of 2 minutes 4.4 seconds in the 800 and ran the fastest time in the state this season.
Congratulations, Jessica. And now for the guys' side. Here are your honorees for the Male Track and Field Athlete of the Year. And the finalists are and the Southwest Florida Male Track and Field Athlete of the Year is Leonard Mustari of Dunbar High School.
Leonard Mustari, a North Carolina A&T signee, ended his high school career with gold medals in the 110 and 300 hurdles at the Class 3A state championships. He set personal records in each event and ran the fastest 300 hurdles time in the state this season. He also took silver in the long jump.
Congratulations, Leonard.
It is called the beautiful game. And with 3.5 billion soccer fans, that's right, billion with a B, around the world, I think you have a hard time arguing with that description.
Just like no one can argue that Alex Morgan is one of the most accomplished players, man or woman, in the history of the U.S. national team, and the perfect choice to present our soccer award.
When Alex Morgan steps on the pitch, it is game on. With a knack for late-game heroics, Morgan's goal in extra time in the semifinals of the London Olympics helped propel the U.S. to gold. She would go on to win the World Cup in 2014 and 19.
Hey everybody, Alex Morgan here. I've been so fortunate with all the things I've been able to do thanks to soccer. And you might be looking wide-eyed at that list of accomplishments, so it might surprise you to know that in this interaction we are having right now, I'm the envious one. I'm not kidding, because you guys are in or just finished high school, and I absolutely loved my time in high school. It was Dunbar High School in Southern California. Go Brahmas! Our colors were purple and gold, and our cheer was loud and proud. Yeah, that stuff stays with you. I'm envious because high school is special. You guys have your whole life ahead of you, which is scary, but also really exciting at the same time. So congrats on all your accolades, and just try to really enjoy the ride. Your older self will thank you, trust me. Here are your honorees for the Female Soccer Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Southwest Florida Female Soccer Player of the Year is Jasmine Perez Acosta of the Canterbury School.
A three-time The News Press first team member, Jasmine Perez Acosta scored at will against the opposition this season. The senior scored 42 goals and added 20 assists. She helped power Canterbury to its best season in school history, which included its first regional title and a runner-up finish in Class 2A.
Congrats, Jasmine. And now for the guys' side. Here are your honorees for the Male Soccer Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Southwest Florida Male Soccer Player of the Year is Chase Johnson of the Canterbury School.
You can't lose if you don't allow any goals, and Canterbury had the perfect wall and net with Chase Johnson. He backboned the Cougars to their first Class 2A state title, posting a 5-save shutout against St. John's Country Day in the final. The junior averaged allowing a goal about every other game.
Congratulations, Chase.
Hey guys, it's Aaron Rodgers, and I'll be handing off some football awards in just a bit. Maybe I'll be saying your name, so stick around to find out.
When you come across the Babcock Ranch Bridge, you're home in a town unlike any other in the world, where families of all ages and backgrounds come together, where the sun powers your home and the outdoors replenishes your soul, where you can walk to school or work, and there's always an ice cream around the corner, because the hometown of tomorrow exists today at Babcock Ranch.
This is where it all begins.
You know, sometimes scoreboards and record books don't tell the entire story. And it's a team that doesn't win the title that everyone remembers.
The Top Team Fan Favorite Award recognizes teams who exceeded expectations and uplifted their fans regardless of their final record. For this award, each community nominates and votes for the most inspiring team from their area. Here are your honorees. Here are your finalists. And the winner is...
The St. John Newman baseball team bats 1,000 with their community service efforts. Over 35 needy children and families received gifts at Christmas through Catholic charities, along with over $1,000 in gift cards for food and groceries from the team. In addition, the team raised over $2,500 for the American Heart Association and did their own heart walk this year.
Congratulations, great job.
Now, Laurie, you know they say defense wins championships. I know you won't get any argument about that from our next presenter. But even if you did, I'm pretty sure you'd let him win that argument.
Yeah, I'd sure stay out of his way. Also, those people haven't met you. But anyway, here to present the Defensive Football Player of the Year is TJ Watt.
TJ Watt, the youngest in an NFL family dynasty, was drafted in the first round by the Steelers in 2017 and became the first rookie to start at linebacker for the Black and Gold in more than 30 years. He has earned 3 Pro Bowl selections, led the league in sacks in 2020, and is a 2-time Defensive Player of the Year finalist.
Hey everybody, it's TJ Watt giving some much deserved props to the defenders out there. We all know that the offense is the one everybody likes to talk about and read about during the season. But over the long haul, history looks back kindly on those who defend. Think about it. The heroes of the Alamo, they were defenders. The iconic and beloved lawyer Atticus Finch from To Kill a Mockingbird, defender. Even one of the early super popular video games back in the 80s was called, you guessed it, Defender. And how would you describe a talented player on the other side of the ball? You call them offensive, like a bad smell or a horrendous outfit, like that uncle who always jokes weirdly at Christmas. So keep doing what you're doing out there on the field. People may go nuts for the quarterbacks today, but they'll always remember you defenders for years to come. Here are your honorees for the Defensive Football Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Southwest Florida Defensive Football Player of the Year is Chris Thomas of Dunbar High School.
Chris Thomas is the Southwest Florida Defensive Football Player of the Year. The senior defensive lineman was a force up front for the Tigers and a big part of a dominating defense that helped Dunbar reach the regional final. He piled up 97 tackles, including 32 for a loss and 9 sacks. He is signed to play at the University of Florida.
Congratulations, Chris.
A big thanks to TJ Watt for helping us out with the defense. And before we move on to offense, I was thinking, Desmond, if I could get you, TJ, and our next presenter on my flag football team, I could go ahead and just plan the victory dinner before the season even started.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Oh, man, I love to run routes for this guy. His accuracy and creativity as a signal caller make him a receiver's dream.
So more on my flag football team later, but he is one of the best and has certainly carved out a place for his name in the record books. Here to present is legendary quarterback Aaron Rodgers.
Super Bowl champion Aaron Rodgers holds the league's lowest career interception percentage and the highest single-season passer rating in history. The 9-time Pro Bowl selection was also named the NFL's most valuable player last season, the third MVP trophy of his illustrious career.
Hey everybody, Aaron Rodgers here to hand out some awards to incredibly deserving high school football players. Of course, that got me thinking about all the things I love about our sport. One of the most underrated aspects of football, the terminology. I mean, we got the blitz, the bomb, the sack, wild card. We spike, we trap, we fly, we Hail Mary from time to time. Those are fun. No offense to other sports, but while they dribble or bunt, we hit the hole and shoot the gap. They can't stand tall with the Statue of Liberty or transform a turnover into a touchdown with the fumblerooski. So what do you say we get in victory formation as we salute some amazing athletes from the gridiron? Here are the honorees for the Offensive Football Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Southwest Florida Offensive Football Player of the Year is Malik Curtis of Bishop Verot High School.
Malik Curtis is the Southwest Florida Offensive Football Player of the Year. The explosive receiver and kick returner tallied 1,311 all-purpose yards and 10 touchdowns and was a threat every time he touched the ball. He is signed to play in college at the University of Miami.
Congratulations, Malik.
Imagine for a moment what it would be like to go through your day carrying around something that weighs the same as you do. Now imagine that weight isn't playing nice and is fighting you the whole time. It would get pretty exhausting, pretty fast. Welcome to the life of a wrestler. Here to help us award these masters of the mat is freestyle Olympic champion Kyle Snyder.
Kyle Snyder, aka Captain America in 2016 became the youngest Olympic gold medalist and world champion in American wrestling history. He helped Team USA win its first world championship in more than 20 years. He'll be repping the red, white, and blue again when he attempts to defend his freestyle Olympic gold in Tokyo.
Hey everybody, Kyle Snyder here. If you want to have a long and successful wrestling career, you have to embrace a concept that is foreign to most Americans. I'm talking about kilograms. That measure of weight that school children and the rest of the world use with ease, but adults in the US can't seem to wrap their heads around. So if you already have a handle on it, you're ahead of the game. It's kind of like learning the language of your opponents. Here are your honorees for the Wrestler of the Year. And the finalists are... And the Southwest Florida Wrestler of the Year is... Brennan Van Hoek of Palmetto Ridge High School.
After placing second at the state finals his first 2 years, Palmetto Ridge junior Brennan Van Hoek won the Class 2A title at 132 pounds this season. He was a district, regional, and county champion and finished the year undefeated at 49-0. In 3 varsity seasons, Van Hoek has a 164-7 record.
Congratulations, Brennan. And now, let's take a look at some amazing athletes in weightlifting. Here are your honorees for the Female Weightlifter of the Year. And the finalists are... And the Southwest Florida Female Weightlifter of the Year is... Jenna McLean of LaBelle High School.
Jenna McLean capped off her varsity weightlifting career on a high note as she took home her second consecutive state title. The senior finished atop the field in districts and regionals leading up to the state championship victory, where she recorded a combined lift of 430 pounds. McLean is honored as the Southwest Florida Girls Weightlifter of the Year for the 3rd consecutive season.
Congratulations, Jenna. And now for the guys. Here are your honorees for the Male Weightlifter of the Year. And the finalists are... And the Southwest Florida Male Weightlifter of the Year is... Tyson Avec of Cypress Lake High School.
Tyson Avec won the District 2A15 title and was the Region 2A4 champion this season. Also a key member of the Cypress Lake football team. Avec won the 238-pound weight class with a combined lift of 600 pounds before placing 7th at state.
Congratulations, Tyson.
A lot of today's sports come from purely recreational origins, not lacrosse. Created by Native American tribes, what we call lacrosse was used to train warriors and even had some religious significance. Today, its popularity is absolutely exploding, thanks in no small part to our next presenter, lacrosse legend, Paul Rabel.
Paul Rabel, the lacrosse superstar and legend, has 7 championship titles through his college, professional, and international career. The 3-time MVP co-founded the Premier Lacrosse League, changing the game of pro play for the fastest growing team sport in North America.
What's up, all you lacrosse players out there? I'm Paul Rabel, and I've seen a bunch of your highlights and was blown away. You guys totally do your talking on the field, which is where you want a lacrosse player to do their talking, which got me thinking, why am I talking here instead of giving awards to you guys over there? So let's do this. Here are your honorees for the Female Lacrosse Player of the Year. And the finalists are... And the Southwest Florida Female Lacrosse Player of the Year is Prentice Atterbury of Community School of Naples.
Prentice Atterbury dominated the competition, netting 95 goals to go along with 19 assists. The talented senior helped propel the Seahawks to their first state Final Four in program history.
Congratulations, Prentice. And now for the guys. Here are your honorees for the Male Lacrosse Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Southwest Florida Male Lacrosse Player of the Year is Trace Davidson of Gulf Coast High School.
The 2019 Naples Daily News Player of the Year, Trace Davidson, totaled 54 goals and 30 assists in his final season for the Sharks. Davidson was tabbed as an All-American by both U.S. Lacrosse and Under Armour. He will continue his career in college at Maryland.
Congratulations, Trace.
And now it's time to honor some athletes who are not only doing great in their sport, but also in the classroom.
And the winner is Emery Muller of Barron Collier High School. Barron Collier High School junior Emery Muller has built an impressive academic resume. She carries a 4.82 GPA and is a member of the National Honor Society, Rho Kappa, and Spanish Honor Society. She's the president of the Barron Collier Pottery Club, as well as winning a number of school academic awards and honors. Out of school, she is a Naples swim school coach and lifeguard. Emery also participates in Girl Scouts, and this year completed her Gold Award, the highest honor the organization can bestow on a member.
Congratulations, great job. We all have that person we look to for inspiration, that drives us to be better, that in turn helps us become an example for somebody else.
And the cycle keeps repeating. Let's take a moment to hear about some of the people who've inspired athletes at every level.
Hey guys, we're back. So let's talk about role models.
Being that person who inspires others is what it's all about. It's one of the main reasons why we started ABC Food Tours, to share experiences, become mentors, and help kids in our communities.
I mean, it's one of my favorite things we do. Give back to the kids, have fun with them, learn from them, teach them a little bit. Nothing better.
Yeah, it's been super rewarding. You know, it's a lot of the lessons that I thought that I'd be teaching these kids is what I've learned
from them.
Exactly.
Yeah, so mentoring, you learn a lot by giving, but you also learn a lot by receiving.
Exactly.
Even the pros have role models. Let's hear who inspired them and who they looked up to.
My role model was Lisa Fernandez. Her standard of excellence was so high.
Peekaboo Street was mine, and without her, you know, I don't know if I would be where I am. So I'm very, very grateful to her.
My role model is Alex Morgan.
My parents inspire me because they raised 3 strong daughters.
My role model growing up was Cal Ripken. He was the all-round player. He was the Rookie of the Year. He was an MVP. He was a world champion. All things that I wanted to accomplish in my career.
My fiance Megan is also a little bit of my role model, just to see how she carries herself. I have a front row seat to it.
I tried to change it to a real model.
I look up to people who are authentic.
You know, I always tell kids it's good to admire somebody. If you like what they do, steal it.
My role model are my parents and siblings.
My role model is my father.
Both of my parents, going back from day one, driving us all around, both of my brothers and I.
My older brother was a great athlete, and I was always chasing after him.
I think the memory of my mom, because she was always so kind and so smart.
The military and their effect they had on me in my rehab.
You hope that as an athlete you can have a positive impact on the community, and there's ways you do it vocally, through social media today, and most importantly through action in the communities.
And so to potentially be that for somebody else obviously is an amazing feeling.
Chipper Jones here. Let's see who really knocked it out of the park this year. Coming up right after this.
Are you guys hungry?
Yeah.
All right, let's get some apps.
Let's do it.
It's as easy as that. Let us refill for you.
There you go, guys.
Wow, that was so fast. Thank you so much.
All right, cheers, guys.
Hey, I'll be right back. Okay.
No one likes waiting in long lines or missing the big moments.
Did I miss anything? No. That was quick.
We're making it easier for you to get back to what you love without missing a single minute. Refill.
Did I miss anything?
Softball might be the most misnamed sport there is. First off, the ball isn't soft at all. Just ask anyone who's ever been hit by one. Secondly, pitchers routinely hurl it over 70 miles an hour, standing only 43 feet from home plate. So don't confuse softball for being soft. To present our next set of awards, here's legendary pitcher Jennie Finch.
An icon of the diamond, Jennie Finch caught the nation's attention pitching the University of Arizona to a national championship in 2001. 3 years later, she was on the world stage, helping lead Team USA to the gold medal at the Athens Olympics. She would later collect a silver medal in Beijing and go on to boast an outstanding pro career on her way to the National Softball Hall of Fame.
Hey everybody, Jennie Finch here with a question for all you softball players out there. Why can't they make a great sports movie about women's softball? Is it really that hard? I mean, our smaller sphered cousin baseball has tons of them. Sure, there is that comedy All-Stars, but that's really more about the parents than it is about the players. Even A League of Their Own is about women's baseball, where there is no crying, not softball. It makes no sense. Our sport provides plenty of drama. I don't know about you, but I've met some unforgettable characters in and around the diamond. And you have a built-in audience dying to see their sport up on the silver screen. So for any of you softball players out there with a mile-wide creative streak, start gathering some fun stories, start putting together some characters, and getting them down on paper. And let's see if we can make a movie about the greatest sport in the world, softball. And while we wait for that, let's give out some awards. Here are your honorees for the Softball Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Southwest Florida Softball Player of the Year is Julia Noller of Fort Myers High School.
One of the key players on the Green Wave State Championship squad, Julia Noller played shortstop and pitched, putting up an 11-2 record with 5 shutouts. She did considerable damage at the plate, hitting .582 and leading her team with 35 RBIs and 8 home runs.
Congratulations, Julia.
In 1936, Major League Baseball became the first professional sport in North America to establish a Hall of Fame as a way to remember the greats of the game from every generation. Induction to the Hall is seen as the highest honor of an extraordinary player's remarkable career. To present our baseball awards is first ballot Hall of Famer Chipper Jones.
Chipper Jones was selected by the Atlanta Braves as the #1 overall pick in 1990 and went on to become a mainstay in a Braves dynasty that claimed 11 consecutive division crowns and a World Series title. He captured 2 Silver Slugger awards and was the National League MVP in 1999.
Hey everybody, can't tell you how proud I am to be a part of this presentation to all you hardworking baseball players out there. I also want to say how impressed I am at all the stats you guys use these days. Y'all have a measure for everything. When I was playing, we didn't talk much about range factors or wins above replacement or bequeathed runner scored. Heck, we didn't even know what bequeath was. The only time we ever talked about launch angle was if we happened to see the space shuttle taking off. And exit velocity was how fast the fans left after big locks. But by embracing all the statistical analysis, you're getting new insights into this great game. You're also probably getting a lot better scores on your math tests, so keep up the good work. And don't let your BABIP affect your WOBA, whatever that means. Here are your honorees for the Baseball Player of the Year. And the finalists are And the Southwest Florida Baseball Player of the Year is Jacob Marlowe of Barron Collier High School.
Jacob Marlowe was a two-way star, leading the Cougars to a regional championship and state Final Four appearance. He went 8-4 on the mound with a 1.92 earned run average, and 3 of his losses were to teams ranked in the top 30 among all classes in the state. He gave up 1 earned run in 3 playoff wins. Marlowe also played outfield and hit .323 with 17 RBIs, 16 runs scored, and a .494 on base percentage.
Congratulations, Jacob.
Many of the athletes featured tonight will continue their athletic careers in college.
But our next presenter's talents were so prodigious that the professional leagues couldn't wait. To hand out our basketball awards, we have the big ticket himself, Kevin Garnett.
Kevin Garnett, dubbed Mr. Basketball USA in 1995, was the first player drafted by the NBA straight out of high school in more than 20 years. This 15-time All-Star earned MVP and Defensive Player of the Year honors and an Olympic gold medal. Here he is, the big ticket himself.
Hey, KG here. I know all you girls and guys have worked really hard in high school. Have totally earned all the props and recognition you're getting. But no matter how long you play this game, know one thing they will never teach you at any point along the way is how to give out awards. I tell you right now, it's not easy. It's great that our country is a melting pot and we have people from all over. But that also means that the names can be pronounced a million different ways. So be kind to the big ticket, if you will. If I accidentally mispronounce your name or if I don't get your name right perfectly, no disrespect. I have just seen these winners' names and I'm gonna try my best, okay? So let's get to it. Here are some honorees for the Female Basketball Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Southwest Florida Female Basketball Player of the Year is Reese Tremitier of Gulf Coast High School.
Reese Tremitier was Gulf Coast's motor as she helped lead the girls basketball team to a district title and appearance in the regional championship game. The junior forward led the Sharks in points, rebounds, and blocks for the 2nd straight season as she was dominant on the interior. Tremitier helped Gulf Coast tap into its chemistry and bond during the team's battle-tested season.
Congratulations, Reese. And now for the ballers on the guys' side. Here are your honorees for the Male Basketball Player of the Year. And the finalists are
and the Southwest Florida Male Basketball Player of the Year is Tony Green of Naples High School. Tony Green expanded his game throughout his varsity career as he helped lead the Naples boys basketball team to a district title and regional finals appearance for the 2nd straight season. The senior guard, known for his explosive scoring, improved after an impressive junior season and elevated Naples with his leadership. Green was selected as the FACA District Player of the Year for the 2nd straight season and was a finalist for Mr. Basketball in Florida. Congratulations, Tony.
Courage means getting up after you've been knocked down. Failure is refusing to get up. Courage is getting up and doing something about it.
Courage means being uncomfortable and being okay with that.
Be willing to take a chance and maybe go against the flow.
To put yourself on the line for something.
I was always taught that courage means doing the right thing when no one's looking.
Courage means stepping out of your comfort zone.
Courage means you're fearless.
Courage means facing your fears and saying, I'm not scared of you.
Courage means doing the right thing all the time, not just when people are watching.
Courage can mean that you're just not afraid to make mistakes.
Not the absence of fear, but I think confronting your fears.
One of my favorite quotes is by Mary Ann Radmacher. It says, courage does not always roar. Some days, courage is the little voice that says, I'll try again tomorrow.
Courage truly means so many things. Overcoming challenges is the very essence of sports. But there are times when adversity comes after the whistles have blown and the horns have sounded, and it's devastating. The Courage Award is given to an athlete who has faced tremendous hardship and through their strength and tenacity were able to rise above it.
In 2018, a traumatic on-field leg injury threatened to end Alex Smith's professional football career and his life. After 17 surgeries, a lethal infection, and 2 years of grueling rehab, he stepped back into the huddle to help lead the Washington football team to an improbable playoff berth. Here to honor our recipient and present the 2021 Courage Award is a man who is no stranger to hardship himself, 2020 NFL Comeback Player of the Year, Alex Smith.
There are a lot of ways to define courage. For me, courage is like beauty. It's in the eye of the beholder. And the grace exhibited by our Courage Award winner is something to behold. Courage can be found overcoming a sudden and traumatic event, or conquering a lifelong condition in ways the rest of us can't even imagine. What makes this athlete truly amazing is that they shared their very difficult, very personal story in order to help the next person who has the same brutal hill to climb. They found a way to turn courage into something shared, something inspiring, something beautiful. And the recipient of the Courage Award for Southwest Florida is Dominic Rodriguez of Riverdale High School.
We were playing basketball and I twisted my knee and it felt like somebody got a knife and like sliced it. So that's when I knew like something was wrong.
So I saw him like limp off. Like usually he just walks it off, but this time he couldn't.
We basically got the call from the nurse saying that he hurt himself. And then as soon as we talked to him, he goes, I felt pops. He knows his body. We knew something was wrong at that point. We went to one doctor and basically he said first it was a meniscus tear.
I was like, oh, okay, it's not like the worst thing possible. But we went to other doctors and then we found out it was actually an ACL tear.
ACL is a whole different rehab, a whole different time frame in order to come back from.
I found out about it a couple days later, so that was kind of a tough pill to swallow because it was kind of right at the beginning of the season when he injured his knee.
They said like 9 to 12 months.
He had no problem with saying, I'm gonna come back from this, I'm gonna come back stronger.
When I injured it, I would always still get on the mat to help and stuff. Like I would be here at wrestling practice or at judo practice, helping out. And then like little by little, I just started like getting into it.
No one's gonna know his body better than he does. As he's doing the rehab, feel for any pain, feel for any discomfort, and basically strengthen up the leg as much as possible before getting back into any kind of physical training.
I worked with like my brother and stuff. Nothing like crazy, just like seeing what my knee could handle. And then I think I started practice like 6 months after surgery.
Well, he wanted to come back right away, and good thing that a lot of stuff got shut down because of the COVID. It gave him time to prepare.
With that injury, you know, a lot can go through your mind. You know, is he going to be mentally tough enough to put, you know, trust his body again?
I think he started off slow because he was unsure, but I think once he felt that comfort level that, oh, my knee is 100%, then it was all out.
Going into the state championship, the way he works in the room, you know, honestly, there was no doubt. He was focused, he was zeroed in on what he had to do.
He basically sets his own goals and he refuses to let anything stop him in the goals. His goal is to come back, be another champion, but also to help his team rise up and all become champions.
Yeah, I was really happy because he reached his goal after training every day here and at home too, in our garage, doing weights every single day.
Oh, we're just celebrating, jumping up for joy, and you know, basically he reached his goal, what he wanted to do. He set his mind to it, and see him reach that goal and have that happiness, to us, it means everything in the world.
When I raised my arm in the finals, it felt good. I saw all my teammates and family cheering, just good, felt relieved that I finally got what I wanted at the end of the season.
Congratulations, Dominic.
Hey high school sports fans, it's the Big Aristotle here to present some of the biggest awards of the night. So stick around, I've been preparing all week. I really hope I make Miss Swan proud. That's my 4th grade teacher. Definitely don't want to end up in detention again.
We've seen so many outstanding individual achievements in all different sports from this past school year. But now we focus on the heart of high school athletics, the team. And a crucial ingredient for success at any level, the coach.
And to present our awards for the best team and best coach, please welcome someone who is no stranger to success, legendary coach Urban Meyer.
Urban Meyer has found success at every stop of his coaching career, including 2 national championships. He's the winner of multiple National Coach of the Year awards, and this fall, he'll make his NFL debut as head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hi guys, we know that good coaches and teams of this world are judged by the wins and losses. But we all know that there's a lot more behind the scenes. Strategy, teaching, training, and a lot of pushing. But a coach excels when his or her team truly comes together as one. And you know it doesn't matter what sport you play. There really is nothing like being part of an exceptional team. It's never easy, of course. Nothing worthwhile ever is. The hours and hours of practice, the growth of a unit, going through all the ups and downs, the highs and lows of a season together. When you become a great team, a special bond forms between the players, the coaches, and the support staff. That's like nothing else I've ever felt. Yes, there's some magic needed to make great coaches and great teams, but don't take this old coach's word for it. Let's hear from some athletes who know a thing or two about winning.
A good teammate accepts you as you are, yet challenges you to become even better because they see the best in you.
A good teammate is someone who wants the same amount of success for you as they do themselves.
A good teammate is unselfish.
Somebody who always stays positive.
The way you grow, the way your game grows, the way your IQ grows, a lot of times is off the basis of how you're coached.
A good coach is consistent.
A good coach is someone that can motivate you to do things that your mind doesn't even think you can do.
Good coaches understand that their role is not just to coach, but to teach, to inspire, and motivate an athlete.
Okay guys, they really did say it best, but now let's give out some awards to some who've proven they know what it takes to come together as a team and bring home the wins. Here are your finalists for the Team of the Year. And the Southwest Florida Team of the Year is Fort Myers High School softball team.
Simply put, the Green Wave found a way to get it done. Beset by COVID-19 2 weeks before the playoffs started, Fort Myers had to miss 14 days as a team and was cleared a day before being ruled ineligible for the playoffs. They used timely hitting, some clutch plays on defense, and maybe a little luck to beat Pembroke Pines in the regional final 3-2. They then shook off 7 errors and rallied from a 3-run deficit to win the Class 5A state title in walk-off fashion against Land O'Lakes 7-6.
Congratulations, ladies. Way to bring home another state title. Now for the Coach of the Year. And the finalists are in the Southwest Florida Jeff Summer Memorial Coach of the Year is, it goes to Guy Thomas of Dunbar High School.
Much like Jeff Summer, Guy Thomas has exemplified the 3 Ds: discipline, desire, and dedication in his time coaching the Dunbar cross country and track and field programs. Thomas helped build a boys cross country program anemic in numbers to one that has made the state meet the past 3 years, and that in turn helped add value to the track and field teams. This season, the Tigers easily won the boys and girls district and regional titles. The Dunbar boys took third at state, and the girls cracked the top 6. The Tigers also captured 4 individual state titles.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sid Kitson, CEO of Kitson & Partners and the developer of Babcock Ranch. If we've learned anything as a community this past year, it's that challenges present opportunities. As student athletes, you rose above and beyond, calling upon your inner reserves of leadership and teamwork to overcome all obstacles and excel in your sports. You came out stronger on the other side. And this is an important lesson that will serve you well as you look ahead to a bright future filled with opportunities to shine. I am truly honored to join in celebrating the achievements of this year's male and female athletes of the year, along with each and every one of you who inspire us with determination and dedication. From all of us at Babcock Ranch, congratulations.
All right, guys, the moment we have all been waiting for. It's time to reveal the top male and female athletes of the year. Yes. These are exemplary athletes who have stolen the spotlight, dominated the season, and shown what it means to be unstoppable.
To give us a helping hand with the female athlete of the year is the all-time assist leader in WNBA history, the great Sue Bird.
Sue Bird has been a basketball superstar for more than 25 years. She earned the Naismith College Player of the Year and a 3-time Nancy Lieberman Award winner. Bird was the #1 pick of the 2002 WNBA draft, an 11-time All-Star, 2 NCAA championships, 4 WNBA crowns, 4 Olympic gold medals, 4 FIBA World Cup titles, plus a dozen or so International League titles. Female Athlete of the Year, presented by Babcock Ranch.
Hey everybody, Sue Bird here. We've arrived at my favorite part of the show. Female Athlete of the Year brings together the best of the best, all in one award. It's kind of like that scene in Endgame when all the female heroes assemble, only instead of lasers, swords, and tricked out suits, you gals have sports equipment. But you get the idea. The point is, you have all excelled in your individual sports. You have all overcome obstacles standing between you and success. And you all have earned our lasting admirations. So really, there is no downside here. Just one of you gets a little bit more of an upside. But you all leave tonight winners. All right, let's meet our finalists for Female Athlete of the Year.
Jessica Edwards, a senior at the Canterbury School. Leah Martin Gonzalez, a junior at St. John Newman Catholic High School. Paris Thompson, a senior at Fort Myers High School. And Luciana Weaver, a senior at Dunbar High School.
And the Southwest Florida Female Athlete of the Year is Paris Thompson of Fort Myers High School.
The accolades piled up this season for Paris Thompson, the Green Wave's standout outside hitter. The Notre Dame early enrollee was named the News Press Player of the Decade for the 2010s and the Southwest Florida Volleyball Player of the Year, the Florida Dairy Farmers Miss Volleyball, the Gatorade Player of the Year, and an Under Armour second team All-American selection. On the court, Thompson led Fort Myers to a 19-3 record, its first regional championship, and a state Final Four appearance.
Congratulations, Paris.
Now let's meet the contenders for Male Athlete of the Year. With so much incredible talent on display, we needed somebody of equal stature. So our final presenter of the night needs no introduction.
Yeah, but we're gonna give him one anyway, because if we don't, I know he'll call us out and he'd say, "Hey, there's Rutledge, why did you throw Jesus some love?"
Wow.
So here to present our final award of the night, the one and only Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaquille O'Neal, the big Aristotle himself, is feared by opponents and loved by millions. Shaq's combination of size, speed, and strength led to 4 NBA championship rings, an MVP title, 15 All-Star Game appearances, an Olympic gold medal, and a first ballot invite to the Hall of Fame. Male Athlete of the Year, presented by Babcock Ranch.
What's up, everybody? Diesel in the house, representing for all the major athletes out there in high school. It's time to give out the Best Male Athlete Award. Anytime somebody wants to put the word best next to your name, that is a major sign of respect. It means they know you do hard work to be great, but also you pay attention to detail. It means you rise to the occasion when your team really needs it. It means you make your parents proud. So let's give it up for the male athletes who are vying for the title of the best. And the finalists for the Male Athlete of the Year are
Tavares Johnson, a senior at Lehigh Senior High School. Andrew Garner, a senior at Barron Collier High School. Leonard Mastari, a senior at Dunbar High School. And Brennan Van Hoek, a junior at Palmetto Ridge High School.
And the Southwest Florida Male Athlete of the Year is Brennan Van Hoek of Palmetto Ridge High School.
Brennan Van Hoek showed during the 2020-21 season that he knows how to wrap up an opponent. He won the Class 2A wrestling title at 132 pounds this season by going a perfect 49-0, improving his high school career record to 164-7. On the gridiron, he was a catalyst for a stingy Palmetto Ridge defense that allowed just 27 points to 6 Collier County opponents. He was named to the Collier County Athletic Conference and Naples Daily News First Team Football Defense Teams.
Congratulations, Brennan. Love that last name.
What a great night. We have had so much fun celebrating your accomplishments, and we want to thank all the parents, guardians, teachers, and role models who have helped these amazing young adults get to where they are today. You're all so important.
Exactly. And to all the athletes, coaches, and winners, congratulations. Yay. Until next year, that's a wrap.
Yes.
Some advice I'd give to my high school self would be don't sweat the small stuff.
I would tell my high school self to take time and enjoy the little things. High school flies by, and before you know it, you will be an adult. So have fun and enjoy the time with your friends and family.
Well, there's a couple things. I think one would to tell myself to be yourself. And a lot of times that's a lot easier said than done, but I know looking back, I was like every other high school kid, trying to figure things out, you know, seeing what your friends are doing, seeing what your family's doing, trying to see where you fit in. And I think a lot of times as kids, you know, we don't have the confidence to just be who we are.
Only surround yourself with people that you respect, that you love you back, that support you. You've got to have positive enforcement in every way around you.
Continue to be a leader and not a follower. Continue to do right things in the community, in schools, around other student athletes.
It's supposed to be fun. Work hard, put everything into it, but make sure that you have joy when you compete. It's not about the outcome, it's about competing with all of your heart for something that you love. The outcome, the results will take care of themselves if you do that. So make sure you have fun with your team, rejoice in each other, rejoice in your talent, and just go for it.
I think I would tell her first and foremost to enjoy the process and have fun and stay present in the moment. And then I would say to challenge herself and to kind of run towards her fears and get uncomfortable. I think that that's where people learn and grow the most, is making mistakes, taking advantage of the mistakes as an opportunity and learning from them.
My advice would be make the most of your high school experience. How you do that, it's about people, it's about relationships.
Be yourself and be a leader before being anything.